This meeting is being recorded.
Hey there. Thank you so much for stopping by my YouTube channel. I'm so excited to have you here. I kind of want to talk about something that is a little bit exciting, a topic that actually brings a lot of joy to me and may or may not have a little something to do with what I'm wearing right now. So it's about having childlike wonder and whether or not you are a Scentsy consultant or if you stumbled across this page by accident. Honestly, this will pertain to you and hopefully you get something out of it. But I did wanted to talk a little bit about childlike wonder, and there was something that I came across not too long ago on a TikTok of all places. And I wrote it down because it really spoke volumes to me. And I honestly didn't realize just how much it pertained to me in my life until I really took a look around at some of the things that I own or that I like. And what it was that I came across was it said, healing and releasing your inner child is the way to your happiness. Now, let's dig a little bit further into that. And what I mean by that is finding the things as a young adult or as an adult, when you come across something that perhaps brings your heart, makes your heart smile, brings you a little joy, something that you otherwise as a child or even dare I say like a preteen wanted to either try or do or have, and maybe perhaps for different circumstances we're not able to have that or choose that. And the circumstances could be anything from maybe perhaps you grew up in a home where there was multiple children and you didn't necessarily have the option of choosing what you wanted to do or what you wanted to have, but it was like what was the better choice for everyone, right? Or maybe perhaps you grew up as the older sibling and you had to share. Like that was something that I grew up with as an older sibling myself, is learning how to share with my younger sister. So a lot of times that didn't always mean that I got what I wanted and she got what she wanted. We had to equally choose something together and share it. It could be that it wasn't practical for you growing up. It wasn't practical. And just in case you're wondering, what do you mean by this? What does this look like? I actually gathered a couple of things that were pretty much within arm's reach of my office, or even in my house, other than this incredibly fun sweater that honestly makes anyone smile. I mean, if multicolors and rainbows don't make you smile, I don't know what's happening. But speaking of rainbows, so there's something that's always to the corner of my desk that I absolutely love. And I found this at some craft store that I was at, but I absolutely love it. And if you can't already tell, there's a rainbow inside and there's a lot of confetti. And every now and then, whenever I just need a little pick me up, I just turn it upside down just like that, shake it up, and then I'm good to go. Something as simple as that is not so simple, but it is healing my inner child. It's things that make me happy. Confetti and glitter make me happy. Obviously, as you can see, rainbow, multicolored things make me happy. I also have a jar, if I can reach it here, I actually have a jar of confetti. Let me get this wristband out. I have a jar here of confetti. This makes me happy. Getting to send my team members and customers, people that I call my dear friends, confetti makes me happy. It's a part of my aesthetic. Also, stickers. Stickers, my inner child is obsessed with stickers. And I like handing out stickers and finding things that I can actually put stickers on. And I think honestly between the two, that's one of the things that really make me a lot more happier is being able to, have a water bottle and I can put a sticker on it versus maybe perhaps when I was a kid, I wasn't really allowed to do that because it wasn't practical. It wasn't a good idea. Another thing that I have behind me, and I went ahead and picked out one, is they call them stuffies now, but stuffed animals. So this is actually a Scentsy bunny, but it's a unicorn. I love unicorns. I love anything that's mythical characters that are not practical. So if they're colorful or maybe perhaps it pertains to a TV show or a movie that I really liked as a kid growing up, odds are I probably have it right behind me. And one of those being the unicorn. And I love how colorful she is, super soft. And here's the thing is that when I mean by picking and choosing things that make us happy and perhaps are releasing that inner child within us, this may not necessarily be what it looks like for you, but honestly, the sky's the limit. It could be whenever you're going out and about and let's just say you're going out and you're going out for ice cream and you're picking ice cream. Sometimes for me, I do go for more simpler, blander type color flavor of ice cream, but let's just say that that bright blue ice cream with the gum inside, or the rainbow ice cream, or the birthday cake type ice cream, if I see that and it makes my inner heart, if it makes my inner child, my heart happy, odds are I'm going to pick it because it's going to bring a little bit of joy to me, even if it's just for a small fraction of a moment. And here's the thing is that when you're choosing these things, whether it's on a larger scale or smaller, you have to throw practicality out the window, because that is the adult side of us. That's the practical side of us. That's maybe perhaps what somebody else around you is going to say, because there are going to be naysayers. Like if you're choosing, and that's the takeaway from this. If you're watching this video, is the key takeaway is what would your inner child want to do right now, within reason, right now? Would it be go to the park? Would it be go to the amusement park, ride the rides? It could be go to the store and pick out that soda with your favorite piece of candy. Doing something that necessarily feels like it's being naughty, like you're breaking a rule. Like someone is going to be like, no, you shouldn't be picking that. You shouldn't have been doing that. For me, growing up, I loved coloring. Maybe perhaps, I know, dare I say this, color outside the lines. And I really didn't want to say that loud because for a lot of us, like myself, that's hard to do, right? Because I'm so used to control and rules. But what if there was something that we could do like that? Like go ride the go-karts, go play putt-putt golf. A huge thing that can make it so much more easier if you're having a really tough time with this, because make sure, I don't want you to know that this is not something I'm taking lightly, because if you had asked me, had I worn something like this 10, 15 years ago, probably not, because I was always afraid of what other people were going to say or think. I just didn't want to do it. I was like, what if someone doesn't like it? What if I get made fun of or judged? And it was healing, y'all. So this has been an ongoing journey. But what I realize now is that as an adult, I get to express myself as my inner child, as my inner preteen, things that I wanted to do back then that maybe perhaps whatever reason I'm not able to do back then, I could do now, which is really cool. So for me, a lot of times that's self-expression by like what I wear. It could be, if you're having a hard time deciding what that is, I've heard this somewhere before, and I thought this was really cool, is that if you've got younger children, or if you're like myself, I have a nephew, but if you have a niece or nephew or grandchild, get on their eye level. Get on their eye level. For some of y'all, that may mean getting and crawling on the ground. If you're like myself, you're probably going to be on the struggle bus and not necessarily want to do that, because I don't know if I can get back up. But get on eye level of that child and see the world through their eyes. If you have the time to spend with that child, your niece or nephew, grandchild, child, whatever the case may be, perhaps let them choose what you do for the day within reason, right? Within reason. But if they could pick the day, if they could have a yes day, what would they want to go do? In fact, that's actually something that my husband and I, my hubby and I are getting ready to go do, is whenever he's off work pretty soon, we had decided that on our date night, our date day actually, we are going to choose and take turns on picking things to go do that our inner child self would otherwise go pick to go do. And the thing is that he gets to pick his, and then I get to pick mine. And then the same goes for like the restaurant. And then if we decide to get dessert afterwards, it's the same exact thing, you guys. It's taking all the practicality out of it. It's all the reason out of it, throwing it out the window and having fun, because life, there's things around us that are just so serious. And I feel like that there's a windows of opportunity where you can have some fun and you can bring healing of all things, if you can bring healing to your inner self, especially your inner child, who even knows what can come from that? Another thing that I actually have beside me here, see, I'm going to move my unicorn over. So I grew up with a generation of Lisa Frank. So if y'all are out there and you're a Lisa Frank baby like me, you know. And so I was so excited when Crocs released their Lisa Frank collection. Now, granted, I got these for Christmas and they do light up. I saw these on TikTok and I got those as a Christmas present. But those light up, but they didn't come with the shoes. But check that out, you guys. Some of it came with a shoe, others I picked out myself or was gifted for Christmas. But y'all, Lisa Frank shoes. And if you can see my feet right now, I have purple glitter slides on, purple glitter. And those that know me personally don't expect anything less. Like everywhere that I look right now, I have like a rainbow paper mache unicorn to my right. Above me, I've got magnets that are multicolored. So if that's the case, if there's something like that that you can bring into your space, your office space, into your bathroom, into your bedroom, even if it's just like a fuzzy pillow, or let's just say like you always wanted to have like that action figure, or you always wanted to have like that Lego set. Get it. Get it. Because you're not even going to know, you guys, until you do it. And if you do, make sure and follow up with me and let me know. But I'm so excited because start small. In fact, that's something that I had thought about talking to my customers about, my people about, is asking them, like, if you could have one thing, if you could choose one snack, if you could go do one activity with your inner child, your inner kid, what would you go do? Because I think that even if we get the conversation and the ball rolling on this, and before we even put action behind our words, I feel like that first and foremost is the small baby steps that we need to take to inner healing. I just love it. So I just wanted to come in here and share that a little bit. Again, healing and releasing your inner child is the way to your happiness. Oh my gosh. I just love so much that that person shared that on TikTok, that I came across that, because I'm like, you know what? That is exactly the mentality that I have as an adult. Because when I was growing up, the way I was raised was not necessarily to be a dreamer. My childhood, I was taught to be more practical, that you really shouldn't dream because things that you dream, um, are just not reality. It's not what's going to pay the bills. It's like, why dream? Because it's just not practical. That's the way I was raised. And, through a lot of therapy, through a lot of self-help, um, through the years, I've had to unravel all of those doings to my mental state, to now know that I can be a dreamer, that the sky is the limit. The things that I can dream are within reach, that I can take the steps necessary to keep going and fulfill those dreams that I have. And to not just have one dream, but to have multiple dreams, right? And to dream big for others along with myself, and to help others get there as well. Because why? Like, what's the point of us even existing if we cannot have that childlike wonder? If we can't find that little bitty piece of happiness, especially for those who may be caught in really, really, really stressful situations at work or in their home life. Or maybe perhaps there's something that they're trying to process that's weighing heavily on their minds, that's daunting for them. They've got too many things. You've got too many things that you're balancing, got too many, it's a weight on your shoulder. You've got too many places that you need to be and things that you're doing. But if you could choose that one thing that brings that childlike wonder to you, even if it's on the go. So like, for example, going to driving through the drive-through and picking that one thing that you as a kid would really like. Like, for example, you all also might be able to relate to this. I love so much as a kid getting that cup and then going to the fountain, going to like the soda fountain, and you're going to dispense your drink and not just pick one, but go all the way across and do a little bit of each. I had not even thought of that. I had not even remembered that until a long while back. My husband and I went out for dinner, And it was so funny because he came back and I was like, what'd you get to drink? Because I don't know, we were just, casual conversation. And that's when he was like, oh, I mixed everything together. Remember that? We did that when we were kids. And I'm like, I forgot about that. And I just thought that was so cool because a part of me was like, oh, gross. Why would you do that? But the thing is that that was his inner child. That was his moment of like, this is what's going to make me happy. And I'm going to go ahead and do it. And like I said, it's going to be different for everybody. So that's my spiel on that. So I hope this week, tomorrow, choose that one thing. Choose that one thing that you as an inner child want to go do. Don't overthink it. Have fun with it. And follow up and let me know if you do something like that, because I want to know. You got to let me know. Bye, guys.